How's it going, all you lovely little weirdos? My name is Globaloutcast, and that is my co-host, TheAnimeShogun, and today we are going to
And today, guys, we're going to talk about, the kind of anime that just leaves you with.
Emotional damage.
Yep, we're going to be talking about emotional anime today. Animes that get
Sounded
you
like you just said animals. I'm glad if anybody else catch that, please comment that Global can't speak.
just
All right.
fucking destroy me.
All
Wreck
right,
me,
so
daddy.
shut the fuck up so I can take over this shit. God. Anyway, so we're going to talk about, emotional anime. Now, emotional anime, not exactly, sad anime. I mean, we're going to talk about sad, depresso, angry, brings butterflies to your stomach if you're global, because he's a fucking weirdo. Stuff that makes you motivational, shit like that.
Yep.
So, let's start with... let's start with sad. Not depressed, but sad. Let's start with sad anime.
Ooh, how about you go first so I can think about that?
You go first.
Fine, fuck you. I think the one that makes me the saddest is usually any kind of anime moments that kind of
Give us one in particular.
okay.
Give me one anime that makes you sad, not depressed, but just sad. Like you're kind of like, oh.
Does it have to be an entire anime or anime moment?
It could be an anime. Give me an anime moment, and if you can't think of a moment, then we'll talk about an
Oh,
anime.
I got the
But give me an
perfect
anime
one.
moment. But if you're gonna list that anime moment, then I need to know what anime from as well.
I know the perfect anime moment, and it is a popular one. And it gets some angry and sad. It is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood when you find out what the father did to his daughter.
I would say that's more anger and hatred. So choose a different one.
Oh,
We
you
can
so
come back
much.
to that.
That's a sad one. Fuck you.
It's a sad one, but okay, I'll let you use it. But I was gonna say that one seems more fair for anger, because if you ask a lot of people, I'm pretty sure they would all agree that is a fucked up part.
It is a fucked up part. I think a lot of them. I think it'd be a mixed bag because a lot of them would either be, oh, that's so sad. Why would a father do that to? Fuck that guy. Everything around him. Let's chop off his dick. So it's a mix. I feel like it'd be a mixed bag.
Yeah.
But while you talk, I think I'll try to come up with another one to better suit the sad moment.
Um. Sad moment for me.
Yeah, because your idea might give me an idea.
Hmm.
Ooh,
Um.
I got another one.
Go for it. I'm gonna pull up Crunchyroll because I can refresh my memory if I look through my watch history. I'm not gonna watch anything, but
Actually, I got two of
I'll
them.
watch. Shoot them out there. We ain't got no limit. Fuck.
One of them is if it's for my daughter, I'd even defeat the Demon Lord in the beginning of the series when you see the demon girl have a broken horn and she's scared. She's alone in the forest. Her village gave her up. Like, threw her out.
Oh, okay, yeah. I got you. Fuck.
That's a
Shit,
sad.
dude.
That's a sad moment because you're like, why would they do that to a poor child? Now I have to go kill them.
Okay,
or
go for it because I still got mine to do too.
or
So hog all the limelight.
Demon Lord retry when you first
You
meet
son
the
of
girl.
a bitch. I fucking hate you.
Why did I steal yours?
No, but that's a good one. So fuck you.
That is a good one. I'm so excited for the season 2 though. Um,
Except, before you continue, the one I would add to that isn't when you first meet her, but literally when they go into the village.
that's what I was talking about. Is when they go into the village and they're throwing shit at her and they call her this. They call her all sorts of names. And I'm sitting when I'm watching that anime. I'm like, now I have to kill all of you slowly and painfully.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
There was a third one. I can't remember. It was in my head, then
All
it
right.
slipped
I
out.
got one before you end up fucking reading my mind and stealing it, you sir dirty fucking whore.
It is a good one though.
Yeah, that one's a good one. The sad moment for me, honestly, I'd have to say is in Spy X Family when they're doing the family interview and the one guy
Oh,
brings up Anya's real mom.
that is a good one. Oh my God, that is a good one.
Like, I shit you not, these hands are rated E for everyone.
Oh my God, I wanted to deck him so badly.
Yeah, and how he fucking turns around and he gets his ass almost fucking handed to him. Yeah.
Oh my God, I totally forgot about that one.
That's why I stole it before you had a chance to fucking say it. That one was a sad. That one was a sad one for me.
Yep.
Watching her cry, it brought me into, didn't bring me to tears,
Let me go to
but
Micro
it
Jiro.
got me to the point where I was literally like, all right, all right, all right. I'm feeling sad for her, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself that these fucking hands are gonna be rated E for everyone.
Yep. That's yeah, that's a good one. Oh, now I remember. It was Vinland Saga. And when the I always forget his name. No, his name is Thorfinn. Thorfinn sees his father die right before his eyes.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I haven't watched Vinland Saga, but I've heard of that one.
First season is amazing. I still have to watch the second season, but first season is amazing. But yeah, that's a really emotional scene.
Okay. All right, so depressed anime.
You go first, that way I know kind of. Ooh, I know a perfect depressed one. People always tell me not to
Go.
watch. Your Lie in April.
Oh, gee, ooh,
Your Lie in
yikes.
Your Lie in April. I'm like, man, I'm not crying. I swear.
Um, depressed for me. What would be a good depressed for me one? I don't know, because there are. I don't know. I can't. That's hard to say. God damn.
Right?
Like, I don't know if I really have a depressed one. I mean, the closest thing I've got for depressed is the love style animes. Like, I like Dress Up Darling.
My Dress Up Darling is a really good one. I just don't. It's hard for me to get in some romance animes because a lot of them are will they, won't they, and it pisses me off.
Yeah, see, that's the thing for me, and that's why it's like it's depressed for me is literally watching like love animes or romance animes
Hmm.
because of the fact of it's like I'll watch it just to make my black heart bleed, if
Hmm.
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
You know, like Girls Bravo. Look at that one.
that's funny.
But you look at that one, you know, like
Yep,
the one chick who's I think in love with the maid dude settles for like the other guy.
yep,
You know, shit like that. It's
yep.
it's
If you want a decent romance anime, it is subtitled only, but it's called Our Dating Story. It is actually pretty good.
Yeah, another one of my buddies has told me about that one too. I don't know. That one, yeah.
That's my.
So,
We'll get
yeah,
that one.
that one's
We'll get that into that one more when we get to the our feel good anime.
yeah. All right. So, okay. Let's have you ask for motion one. Cuz fuck you, that's why.
Animes that make you hype.
Animes that make me hype. Define hype. So that way our
Jumping out of
listeners
your
know exactly what you mean.
jumping out of your chair, going, yeah,
Cuz I was going to say I don't want to use motivational ones.
yeah, just jumping out of your seat, going like, yes, woo, fuck yeah, let's rock this
Okay.
shit.
Okay. All right, I got mine then because I've been letting you go first, and you might hate me for this. Solo leveling.
I don't hate you, but I can respect it. I can respect it. It's a good manhwa.
Well,
I still
not
have to
just
sit and
that,
watch it.
not just that, not just that, but the whole. So far, I think I'm up to episode 6 or 7,
Hmm.
but so far that whole anime's got me hyped up. But the part that adds to that hype is literally fucking Jinwoo, literally fucking pacing back and forth, doing a literal Goku warm up.
Yep, that is a good scene. That is a really good scene.
That hypes me up. That is a very good hyped up one.
My favorite hype up anime is a classic of mine, and it is Fairy Tail.
Oh, so speaking of Fairy Tail, I was actually meaning to ask you this. Who the hell is the person that Urs is in love with?
Jalal.
What's his name?
Jalal.
Jalal.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. A friend of mine was asking me about it and he thought it was Gajil. And I'm like, no, Gajil, I believe, was the steel dragon.
Yep. Gajil, no, Iron Dragon, but yes. Um,
Iron Dragon. And who was his love interest? What was her name?
Levy.
Levy. Thank you. Who was the so if that's Levy, who is the blue girl that's in love with Gray and stalks him?
That her name is God. What's her name? It's on the tip of my tongue.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I think she does water element, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's a water wizard. She used to be part of the Elemental Four of the Phantom Lords until Gray kind of whooped her ass, and that's how she kind of fell for him because he kind of treated her nice and he's all like, "Hey, yeah, let's just do shit. Come over to, let's
Right.
just be
But
friends."
yeah,
Gray,
so let's get back on topic because I kind of distracted us a little bit. I just needed that answered.
yeah, it's gonna drive me nuts until I figure out her names. But yeah, Fairy Tail is my classic go-to hype up anime just because of how the and how they do it in the anime, and it's just Juvia. That's her name, Juvia.
Thank you.
It's driving me nuts. Um, and it's just how they do it because one of my favorite lines always hypes me up, and it's from Natsu, and it's part. It's ironically it's in the arc that I don't like the most, which is the Exceed arc. And it's if I don't have enough power today, I'll borrow some from tomorrow.
Okay.
That is by far my favorite hype up. Oh yes, even just now, just gets me hyped up
I was half expecting you to be like, it gets me wet.
a little bit. Um, I'm honestly not. I'm honestly surprised you didn't choose either um, My Hero Academia or Black Clover.
Because those aren't exactly ones that hype me up in the way that you're thinking.
Okay.
When I want to be motivated and I want to literally attack the day with motivation, then I go to the ones you recommend. If I'm literally just hype up like, yeah, woo, then no, it's more solo leveling because it's just mwah, magnificent. But now if I'm like, say I'm in a depressed mood and I'm literally in the part of I'm going to go in and play, I wanted something to attack the day with.
Yep.
Then I'll go into Black Clover or
Makes
My
sense.
Hero Academia because a lot of those scenes are good. Like for an example, we'll start the motivational one. I was hoping to do that one last because we usually do. I've got a lot to say with that one, but
Oh,
we
we
can
can
either
save it
do
for
that
last.
or we can go to Angry.
Let's go to Angry. Let's save the motivational for last.
All right, then that's what we'll do. Now, Angry, let's hear from the horse's mouth. Yes, I'm referring to you.
Let's go back to the mixed bag one. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood with the father and the daughter. That is another good one to get everyone so pissed off and so angry.
I feel like just by you mentioning it, somebody who's listening to this, who watches our shit and listens to our stuff and watches that anime is gonna be like, that global bastard, I fucking hate him.
Well, because it's an easy scene. Because at first you think the father is just, you know, a simple alchemist just trying to provide for his daughter and their dog, and because they think the mother left. When in actuality, no, he turned his wife into a chimera who could talk, a failed chimera. And then he turns his daughter, who is a child. And then you look at him, you're like, I'm going to think of the most horrendous punishment I can think of and make sure you live so I can do it to you over and over and over again. And it's just something that gets you going. That or the classic one you and I both will think of, which I think I'll let you speak of.
Which one? Because I don't know if we both have the same ones or not.
Shield Sama.
Shield Sama.
Right? Think of the Shield hero.
Oh. Go for it. We may have different moments. I
Season
mean, we
1.
both have we both have literally there's one fucking character in there that
I was about to
we
say
both
anything to
are
deal with
like.
bitch. Anything to deal with bitch. You and I both agree on gets us pissed off.
Yeah, for our listeners, that is her name in the anime.
It really
So
is.
don't censor us.
It
It's
really
literally
is.
her name in the anime.
It is funny. Um, I think the majority thing that got me royally pissed off when I first watched it is the first episode when she first not only when she first blames him, but when the other three Stooges, because yes, that's what I call them. They're not heroes. They're the three fucking Stooges. Um,
If I remember correctly, they actually get called the Three Stooges in one of the three seasons.
I think so. Um, they act like they're better than him because they have prior knowledge and they all think it's a game. And they all have prior knowledge, so they all somewhat act like they're better than him. And then you just hate the spear hero because you find out he's a fucking lolicon.
Yeah, lolicons, fucking. So I think my most hated thing, or the thing that gets me angry the most, is yeah, it's bitch, but it's not like a bad angry. It's a good angry. If I literally come like what it's the episode I go to watch when I literally don't want to fuck when I go into work and I don't want to deal with people's bullshit.
Yep,
It's literally where it's Rise of the Shield Hero,
of course.
and it's kind of a two-parter. The second first part's not as big, so it's not like my number one, but it's the first one I'll mention. Is when he first gets his cursed shield upgrade.
Okay.
When everybody thinks Philo was killed by the undead dragon.
Okay. Yep. 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 Yep.
That one was my first kind of like when I watched that episode and watching him like literally go fucking red and you see all the fire coming off of his shield. That one for me was a good one. To be the runner up to that one would have to be the same one that I mentioned. That was my sad one. Was literally when they were making Anya cry,
Yep.
and Lloyd just reached across and literally broke a table because there was a mosquito.
Yep. Quote unquote.
But speaking of that though, too, I guess I'm gonna scratch the first one because I think the first one was actually, and I just discovered this one. It was Buddy Daddies,
Yep.
and the whole situation with Miri.
Yep.
It's like that. I was angry, but that's a child I'll protect. But I loved the ending of that one.
Yep.
Hands down. Love the ending of it. Like, I will protect Miri with a fucking.
Don't tell me anything. I still have to finish it.
Yeah, you need to fucking finish it, you son of a bitch. No.
I, I, I I think also my other favorite moment and that gets me angry is the battle between Naofumi and the spear hero.
Oh, yeah. That's right before the. Well, which time? Is that the right before the.
When he
Uh.
first awakens his curse shields, and when he's all like, "Everyone's against me, no one's for me," and then Raftali's the only one that's just sort of like, "I'm here for you," and he's just like,
Oh, when
"Get
they duel
away!"
each other.
Yeah,
They
when they duel
duel
each
each
other,
other.
and
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
and they and they make it so he loses, and he was actually going to win until bitch kind of intervened, and I'm like, I want a deck, I want a deck hero.
Yeah. So thinking about all that, because there's a lot of good recommendations. I'm actually gonna change my rage one.
Okay.
I'm gonna change my rage one. The one that like I like to watch when I'm angry, and I watch it a lot. It's more of Tsukimichi.
Okay.
And it's the whole like season one of how he basically gets teleported to a new world. And he turns around and the goddess basically is like, "Oh God, you're ugly." So he's literally fighting around and fighting against like it's almost like an uphill battle for him.
Yep.
That's usually a go-to for mine when I'm angry.
Or another good one is when you first see Shion die.
Yeah, that was gonna be a runner-up for me
That
because
was that.
watching Shion when Shion die, you don't necessarily watch her die because they actually don't have that in the episode.
Yeah,
But his rage when she dies, that's another good point. The other one that I think, and I'm gonna steal this one from you because you're probably gonna hate me for this because surprisingly you didn't bring it up. By I keep changing it because I'm trying to process in my head which ones. I think by far my actual number one rage moment for anime that like I watch when I'm mad and it just makes me feel almost like I've got power within me is the Wizard Knight tournament in Black Clover.
I thought about it, but I thought you were gonna do it, so I was gonna save that for you.
And it's literally where the brother's using spatial magic and is almost killing his older brother.
Yep.
Asta, fucking Lucky, Magna.
Charmy launches their asses.
Yeah, Charmy launches those three from the fucking sheep. And Asta points his sword at him. Magna's got his bat ready to go, and Luck's ready to just throw hands.
Yep, and they're yep.
That is a very good emotional scene. Like not so much like I'm mad or angry, but I think that really strikes home for kind of an emotional. You know what? I want you to edit it and be like, that is the emotional moment of this episode.
And actually, you saying that just reminded me of one of my favorite emotional scenes, and it's in Fairy Tail, and it's an angry emotional scene, and it's during the Magic Guild games.
Yeah, isn't that the one where all the girls are frozen and the dudes are fighting, or all the dudes are frozen and the girls are fighting,
No,
or vice versa?
the girls are frozen, the girls are turned to statue, and the guys have to fight. That is in the first season. That is the battle for Fairy Tail.
Yeah,
That's
what's
one.
the one with, I think, because I see clips of it, I think it's the girls fighting each other. Because I think I see this clip where Urza is fighting Mirror Jane, or she's literally tied up on the ground,
I don't remember.
almost being humiliated. I don't know if that's hentai or not, but I don't think so. You'll have to look it up and tell me later. But yes,
Um,
so let's.
yeah. There's a scene in there, in Fairy Tail, in the Magic Guild games, where there's this new character called Minerva, and she's part of Sabretooth, the new number one guild after Fairy Tail kind of went down, after the OG's powerful ones kind of disappeared, and they ended up there's this ball of water, and they have to stay in there. Minerva and Lucy are the only ones in there. I'm setting the scene up so you can understand. And Minerva is so much more powerful than Lucy. She forcefully keeps her in there and beats her to a bloody pulp, like on the brink of death. Sabretooth
Okay.
is laughing at them. When you see the Fairy Tail faces go from yeah, we're just enjoying each other's time to we will fucking kill you. You know you fucked up.
Right.
And it's just one of those scenes where and it's just a really good emotional scene.
Right.
You eventually you have to check that out. It's really good.
No problem is I need to get back into Fairy Tale.
Yeah. So what's the next one we're talking about?
I think we're at the good point now where we can do the motivational ones.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let you start.
Always a good classic motivational ones is Dragon Ball Z, Bleach, Naruto. Well, not Naruto. Dragon Ball Z, of course, gets you motivational and hyped just to whoop anyone's ass.
Well, yeah, I mean, fucking, come on. You know
Um,
damn well everybody was like motivational hype watching Goku's whole story, watching Vegeta's character story change, watching Goku literally overcome all of the fucking odds.
turn Super Saiyan for the first time.
Yeah, well, that is literally another edited fucking thing we'll probably try to do is literally hallmarked as one of the most important or most motivational things in of anime.
Yeah.
Because especially, and the thing that I think people don't tend to realize, look at how Goku and Krillin's friendship was in Dragon Ball. Then go to Krillin getting killed in the Namekian saga when
Yep.
Goku's first going super. You'll feel that it makes such an impact.
Oh yeah. I think another good motivational one is I just had it too.
Oh, we're also going to throw a category in for the degens at the end of this.
Yep. Um, Good motivational one. Anything to do with Luffy and fighting when he gets serious.
Oh yeah, but let's give me an exact scene in your head.
Ah, damn. What was that arc? When they're going after Nami. Not Nami.
Then the very first, it's not Fishman Island.
Not Nami. But that is a good one too. When they're going after Nico Robin.
Oh,
It's not Water 7. It's
no, that's actually like towards the end of Water 7 arc.
okay. Okay, I thought it was a different. I thought it was a different arc. But yeah,
Let
that battle when he
me pull it
faces.
up real quick. Let me pull it up real quick because if I remember it says. But if I remember that's like towards the end of Water 7 arc.
Yeah, I thought it was a different arc.
No, because for me I've got a few
Yeah,
and I'll throw this one out and it might be one that you're thinking of. Um
it's when he faces that jaguar dude, the one that dude that has that parrot or that bird.
that's Water 7 and that's what's his name? What's his name? Want to say it starts with an L, but don't quote me on that. What's
Labouche?
his name? No, not Baboosh or
No, no,
Labouche.
Labouche.
I don't think that's his name.
What was his character's name? What was that character's name? It's gonna drive me nuts.
I'm looking it up right now. I'm looking it up right now. But getting
Ennie's
to
Lobby.
okay, yeah, the Ennie's lobby is what you're. Well, okay, no. So if you go by Crunchyroll, it's called Water 7 because Ennie's lobby is literally towards the end.
Yeah, I thought they switched. Yeah, I thought they put, and I thought Water 7 after than Ennie's Lobby, but yeah, it's the Ennie's Lobby one. When he's facing that, he when Luffy is facing whatever his fucking name is, that it's that ate that like jaguar cat fruit thing, and he finally goes Gisu.
Yeah, I'm looking for him right now.
That's a good one. That's a good motivational scene from. That's a good motivation one. Also, kind of go back to your rage moment.
Rob Lucci. That's who you're thinking of. Rob Lucci.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, him.
I don't fucking remember his name. But also another
Hey,
good motivational one is when he gets his ass
hold on,
kicked.
hold on. Yeah. Fun, because I'm gonna pull a you moment right now. Fun fact: I actually didn't realize this until a few days ago, and this might blow your brain a little bit too. You know how the voice actor of Endeavor, who the voice actor of Endeavor is the same voice actor as Jiren, right?
I think he told me about that.
Okay. Did you know he's also the same voice actor for Frankie?
No shit.
So the voice actor, because if you listen to Jiren and you listen to Endeavor, you could definitely hear that they sound similar,
Hmm.
very similar. I found, and I knew that those two were the same VA. I didn't realize until towards the other day that Endeavor and Jiren. So Endeavor from My Hero Academia, for our listeners that aren't familiar, Jiren from Dragon Ball Super. The VA plays both those characters, but also plays Frankie from One Piece.
Huh.
Don't believe me? Look it up.
That's cool.
Now, for me, motivational ones. So I'm gonna kind of break them down by ones because I don't have exactly one. I have a lot that I watch that literally gets me, to where I need to kind of pack that punch.
Yep.
First one is literally the very first season of One Piece.
Okay.
When they go to when you find out Nami betrayed them.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
And literally it's Arlong Park is essentially I think what they call the arc is all Arlong Park.
one of my favorite arcs, by the way.
Oh, it's a great arc. But Arlong Park is a good one. That's one of my favorites because literally Nami stabbing herself in the shoulder because she hates Arlong so much. And Luffy basically she finally asks him for help. So he puts his hat on her head. And what's Luffy's number one rule?
Don't touch his hat.
Don't touch his hat. So he puts it on her head. And the way he shouts out, "Of course I will," to go help, and then the music cues, and you see him standing there. Zoro sitting on a bench with one fucking sword. Sanji standing smoking, and Usopp sitting on the ground with his legs crossed.
Yep.
Like, you know damn well that is poster worthy right there. But that's a good one.
It is.
That's a good one.
Another good one of that arc is when he battle axes foots Nami's prison as a form of setting her free.
Yeah, it's the map room.
Yep, I love that. That is another good one.
It's the map room. That's the one you're referring to, is the
Yep.
map room. But now that being said, since like I said, because I don't really have one, I'm breaking it apart.
I get
The
it.
other good one, and this one is sad. I did cry a little bit, and I should have used this one as my number one, but I didn't because it's kind of a sad and motivational one. The Marineford arc.
Okay, yep.
The whole arc, because you got, what was his name? Mr. 3?
Yep.
And he sacrifices himself to get them through to make it to Marineford.
Yeah.
That's sad. Ace dying is sad.
Yep.
But the fact that Luffy went the Conqueror's hockey and literally fucking punched his grandpa in the face
Yep.
to save his brother Ace, and the fact that look at how he stood to Whitebeard.
Yeah.
Whitebeard acknowledged him.
Yeah.
And then look at the whole, and I think this is a good number one right here. Look at what, after fucking Whitebeard literally had 2 holes in his fucking stomach, or in his body, and was still fighting off the Marines. Look at what he shouts out at the end to literally get everybody going.
The One Piece is real.
So that's a good one. But
It is.
that's the Marineford arc is in my motivational. It's also in my sad because watching how Ace dies
Yeah.
was sad, but it was good. It was good. It really gave him that boost and that push that he needed.
You know what I just realized was another sad moment?
Oh.
When you had to see the Going Merry burn down. Motherfucker got me
Yeah,
to cry over
that
a
was-
ship.
That one, I didn't cry. I was sad. The only time I cried is when Ace died. But now that's still not my number 2. Like my 2 motivational ones, like literally like the episode we're talking about for motivation that gets me out of my seat, ready to fucking, say you need that extra umph to want to work out or whatever. Yeah. That's the category we're talking about right now, this second. And for me, the first one, and this one isn't so much a moment, it's literally the 2 are the most, or the not so much moments, but animes for me, and I can give you examples for certain scenes that do it. My Hero Academia.
Okay.
2 scenes I could talk about that really get me motivated is literally the attack on the USJ.
Okay.
When All Might turns around and fights the Nomu.
Great scene.
It's time for a lesson.
Great scene. You are how does he put that? You are your strength resistance. You're not a strength nullifier, so there is a limit to you. Let's find out.
Yeah, but just how he's like, it's time for a lesson, and how he literally as he's fighting, he's like, go beyond plus ultra.
Yep.
That whole thing of go beyond plus ultra was such a motivational thing. Fuck, I got it tattooed on my arm for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, the other one for me is Black Clover.
Okay.
And it's one scene that really comes to my mind is when, it's shortly, I think it's shortly after, I can't really remember. It's when they go down to the underwater temple.
Oh, despair.
Yeah, Despair's down there, and ignore that, and Despair's down there, and he's like, Yes, yes, be despaired, and then you see the fucking shadow and the aura of the demon coming off of Asta. He's like, this child does not despair. Basically, he's like, I'm fucked.
Yep.
And he gets his ass kicked. But then shortly afterwards, because of the curse that he gets thrown on, he can't use his arms. So he's literally walking around with his arms literally kind of like in a fucking double sling or whatever.
Yep.
And Noelle's like, "Oh, I guess I'll feed you," because you know she's a total fucking tsundere.
Yeah, yeah.
But the fact that he's like, "Look what I can do," and he's literally eating with his feet.
I can do it with my feet. I just passed that episode a few days ago on there too.
But like his whole character story is a big thing of fucking motivational for me.
Oh yeah.
Because he literally has no magic and he's fucking well, it's kind of like fucking what is it, magic and mashal or whatever it is,
Yeah.
muscle and mashal.
Yeah, things like that.
It's one of those like it's one of those that just, you know, it's that situation. It's you know, for me the biggest thing that comes to my mind that really gets me hyped up and gets me motivated is literally the episode in the underwater temple. Everybody's getting their ass kicked. Despair comes down. Asta's getting his ass kicked and turns around and he gets right back up with the demon aura. You literally see Despair looking up like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Because you see the demon shadow above him or the demon aura above him. That one's a good motivational scene. The other one is when it's the Magic Knights and you find out that there's that devil that shows up.
Yeah.
Or not the devil, but the leader of the elves or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
who's actually not the main leader. He's like the cousin of him.
Yeah.
But he shows up and he's literally going to fight because you find out that, spoilers, Yuno is supposed to be his unborn son.
Yeah.
But literally Yuno shows up. Asta shows up with fucking half a wing and he's literally beating the hell out of the fucking guy.
Yep.
That's a good one. Or when they go to visit the witch to save, what's her name? God, why am I drawing a blank on her name? Hold a second. I will figure this out in a minute. Vanessa. Wow. I should just go punch myself in the face.
I knew it started with a V. I couldn't remember.
Right.
I didn't want to say Verona because I knew that was wrong.
No, and then there's Vanica, and that's not who I was thinking of. But no, Vanessa, and she goes and she gets trapped again.
Yep.
And the Queen of Witches or whatever literally uses like a blood thing to think that she can control him and unleash his demonic fucking powers and shit. And that doesn't even work out for her.
Yep.
He turns around and he's shooting across the sky and he beats the hell out of the one guy, and the one guy's like, please quit killing me.
Yep.
But if you really want to get down to it, look at the very first episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yuno gets the 4-star fucking, the 4-star clover grimoire.
Yep.
And a dude literally shows up trying to fucking steal it.
Yep.
And Asta literally got fucking slammed against the wall and gets kicked in the shoulder so much. And out of nowhere, his grimoire spawns. And out comes a fucking sword. And as he grabs the sword, you see the shadow of a demon and against the wall. That got me so hyped up like shit, dude. I was like fucking ready to fight God.
An anime that gets me hyped up would have to be, it's an older one, and it's the entire anime. It's called Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple.
I've heard of that one.
Really good. It resonates with me a lot because it starts out as a weak character wanting to be stronger. And it's just, the battle scenes are amazing. The fight scenes get you hyped. And it's just, so good to me.
Okay, give me another one, because I did like 3 and I took up a lot of time.
I think another motivational hype one is, I'm gonna steal one from My Hero Academia, and it
You
is
son of a bitch.
the entire fight scene between Deku and Overhaul.
Oh, when they're saving Eri. That's a good
Yes.
one. I'll give you that. I was half expecting you to basically bring like when Deku, not Deku, but when All Might tries to save Bakugo, and literally they fighting each other, and Bakugo like frees himself.
No,
That
no,
explosion for him flying was fucking badass. I'll
it
say it.
was,
I'll
it
fucking
was,
say it.
it
You hear
was,
him scream, and literally he just shouts and fucking launched himself.
it was. And another, and to me at least, another good motivational one is when you meet the demon in Black Clover, and he tries to go in Asta, and he meets Asta's inner demon.
Yeah.
And he sits there and he goes, "You are too weak
Yeah.
for me." And
Yeah.
he just
Well,
sits there and he goes,
yeah.
"Who the fuck are you?"
That's kind of the one I was getting up to is literally when they go and they fight the elves and Asta and Yuno are literally going side by side each other and they beat the hell out of the fucking one elf.
Yep,
And then he comes back and then it's like before or after that scene, the devil enters Asta and he sees the other one who's literally fucking raised by Asta's mom, his
yep,
actual legit mom.
yep.
And he fucking turns around and just fucking, he's like, "You are too weak." And the devil gets pulled out and then he gets fucked up.
And eventually, when it comes back, that demon and Asta, you are going to be so surprised with a lot of shit. I can't say more because you will kill me.
Yeah, I'm half tempted to kill you right now if you don't shut the fuck up.
But I have one more before we get to the DGen.
I like how you say degen like you already know.
What's your feel good anime? An anime you just watch just to feel good.
My dress up darling.
That's a great one.
My dress up darling is one of those that it's definitely a feel good for me.
That's a good one. And as of right now, my feel good, it's probably going to stay in my feel good forever, is our dating story. Um, it's kind of like My Dress Up Darling. It feels like a real romance blossoming. And it's just really cute and adorable. Like, it's just,
Okay.
yeah, it's just, because it's about a girl, and she ends up dating a dude who's not really popular. The only reason why he and her date is because he lost a competition with his friends, and he had to ask a girl out he has a crush on in his class, which was her. She says yes. She thinks that dating involves sex, and he's all like, "Yes, I want it, but I want it to mean something special." And so it's just, yeah, you don't see the lovey-dovey crap a lot. You see more of the scared teenage, what the fuck do I do kind of romance.
Right.
And it's just cute. And it's not one of those will they won't they bullshits that pisses me off. Oh my god, those piss me off to no end.
I believe it. I believe it.
So what's the DGen one?
Ones that give me one that literally gets you either fucking horny or gets you a boner.
High School DxD.
Yeah, of course.
High School
Of course.
DxD. Rosario Vampire. High
Just
School.
limit it to three.
Okay.
Limit it to three.
All right. I'll leave High School of the Dead for you. High School DxD for me. Rosario Vampire. And there's another one. Oh, Monster Musume.
You fucker. Fucker. God, I hate you. Fine. You know what? I'll let you have that this one time. I'll let you have it. For this one episode, you get to have it.
Something about that slime girl, man.
Yeah. Another one I wanted to bring up too, and I forgot about it. That I have to say I watched that makes me feel good is I got a cheat skill in another world and became unrivaled in the real world too.
That's a good
That's
one.
another one I like to watch that makes me feel good.
That's a good one. That's a good
Now
one.
Degens. Now we're talking my kind of style. My number 3 would have to be Mother of the Goddess Dormitory.
That's a great one. Oh my god. I gotta rewatch that.
Or no, High School of the Dead, because the fucking I keep forgetting her name, but literally
Psycho?
the fucking huh?
Psycho?
Psycho or Psyche or something like that. Purple hair with literally the katana. Yeah, her.
Yeah, she's hot.
I like the nurse. I mean, I like all of them. I like. Well, let me rephrase that. I like her, the one with the katana. I like the nurse, and I like the pink-haired girl. The brown-haired girl, I thought was a complete cunted bitch at first.
Yep. The one that got me going is with Psycho. Is in like episode 7 when she starts beating the crap out of the zombies, and at the end of the episode she screams, "I'm wet."
Yeah, yeah,
I fucking
yeah.
die every time.
But that's my number 3. Number 2 would be, um, it would have been Monster Masumi, but you're a dirty fucking whore.
Still love me.
Fuck you. So I'll go with the mother of goddess of the goddess dormitory.
Good choice. Good choice.
Because, nosebleed and that whole thing. Fucking, I would. Ah. My number 1, that it's fun to watch, but at certain times it does put me in a fucking weird mood.
Mm-hmm.
Hensuki.
Oh my god, I love that one too. That's so funny.
That would be the one for me because Hensuki, because the whole story fucking cracks me. The whole thing that cracks me up, like, how does it put me in a mood instant? I can tell you that simple. The senior wants to be dominated. The junior wants to be the dominator. The best friend fucking draws boys love. She's a manga artist that makes boys love. And you got the student council president that's literally got a fetish for body odor. You've got the stalker who's literally a senior, but is more like a junior that's in love with his and stalking his best friend.
Yeah.
Then you got the sister who's not actually a sister, but an adopted sister, who's an exhibitionist. That whole anime screams fucked up, and it cracks me up. Now, how does that put me in the mood? I'm not going to go into, because unless you're a fucking degen like me, you'll never understand.
There's 2 runners-up I have that are good, but they're just a little too on the creepy side for me to be horny.
Go on.
One of them is Showman Sample.
Yeah, you would choose that one, you fucking pervert.
Well, it's funnier in hell. It's a runner-up because it's funnier in hell, and there's a lot sorts of funny perverted scenes. But what's creepy about it is they have they have a student who is around the same age, but didn't eat right, so now she looks like a fucking 9-year-old. Genius 9-year-old. Whenever she gets in one of her genius modes, she rips off all her clothes and starts writing everything down. One of her classmates starts drooling over that and starts taking pictures. You see why I said that's a little too creepy?
There's that one. What's that fucking one? Something. If it's something about a sister, and it's literally about this guy's an artist, and this woman's in love with him, but yeah, I think that's the one. That's a good runner-up. That's a good honorable mention. That's fucked up.
Another good one that's fucked up is My First Girlfriend is a Gal.
God, yes. Okay, we can't say my first girlfriend is a gal without bringing up my girlfriend is a show bitch.
I was actually hoping you would. Oh my god, I love that. The bomb is fucking hysterical.
But so for me, it's Hensuki, just because it literally goes into like how everybody's got a fetish, and it's just fucking weird. And what cracks me up is the thing that cracks me up with that anime too, the most, and this is the comedy aspect of it, is one, the fucking main dude. Most guys are perverts, don't get me wrong. But the main dude's literally running away from all these girls and their fetishes, and he's shouting out, "Where is the love?" Second of fact, and this is for the people who literally listen to the voices like I do, and I'm not talking the voices in my head, so shut up, Global. But if you look at the VA for Bakugo and you look up the main character of Hensuki, you'll realize it's the same VA. So it's Bakugo's voice actor VA.
Yeah.
And what cracks me up is when he feels like something's fucked up or he's kind of like in a weird situation, he'll be like, "Oh, balls."
Actually, you know what? I changed one of my answers. I changed from Monster Masumi to Shimoneta.
I knew you were gonna do that, so I'm taking Monster Masumi.
You can have Monster Masumi. Shimoneta is by far one of my favorites. Fucking perverted ones. Oh my god! If any of you have not watched it, if any of you have not watched it, fucking watch it. It is amazing. Do not watch it around small children. but watch it.
So, runner up for me that I'm going to bring up as not runner ups, but honorable mentions that are funny and can put me in a mood because it's just fucking hilarious is Oni I
Hmm.
and Makin Key.
I'm surprised you didn't say Date Alive.
Data Live doesn't put me in a mood because it's not so much. It's kind of pervy, but it's not pervy.
Okay.
Because if you really follow the whole thing, it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
Like it's not on the same level of if I sat there and said I'm gonna turn around and watch High School DxD. It's not quite in that same level.
Okay.
But those two I think are interesting in a comedy perspective of and we have other categories we could do, but we'll put those in other episodes like comedy and ones that we actually watch for like love and
Yeah.
a few other ones. But yeah, those two, or the other one would be fucking what's that one anime? Is it Yosuga no Sora? Where the dude literally marries his sister or whatever?
I think so. There's a lot of weird ones out there like that.
Yeah, that one is weird. Or I think it's My Wife as a Student Council President.
That's one of my. That's one of them that's on my list that I need to watch too.
There's a bunch that's weird. I mean, I
I.
could go into High Dive and probably bring up like,
Yeah, there's one on High Dive I still need to watch that's really perverted called Gushing Over Magical Girls.
yeah, I have that saved in my list because I gotta check out that one. Demon King Daimo is interesting, and so is Beelzebub. Dibs.
Demon King Davio is fucking amazing. It's funnier than hell.
I mean, there's a bunch that you could watch to make you feel pervy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's one of those like you could probably even mention Konosuba.
Yeah. Yeah. Konosuba's a really good one. Fucking darkness.
La Latina. Don't you ever call me that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, then there's ones that you could watch, and we'll talk about the ones in our next episode that like piss us off, like season 2 of Rising of the Shield here. I'm sorry. I got this weird cold coming on. I'm sorry.
Dance the Vampire Bun pisses me off to no end.
But we are getting close to ending our shit because this is like almost like an hour-long stream or our hour-long episode, and we don't mean for it to go this long. But we'll bring up some more in another episode sometime this year. I want to say maybe the next month or two. It depends on how me and Global want to hash this shit out.
Yeah.
So I being the one that was kind of, took the reins of the episode, we did a very good job. I want you all to just enjoy anime. Find whatever you want to watch that's good for you. The anime is your escape from reality. Us here at the Everyday Nerds, especially in our Discord, this is a safe haven. You could come in, you could talk about Dancing the Vampire Bond, you could talk about Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2. I may or may not kick you out. No, I'm just kidding. But we welcome out all anime. As long as you don't talk about the one live action adaptation that was made on Netflix. Don't ever bring that shit up or you will be banned and I will fucking curse your children. But Global, take us the fuck out of here.
Before we take us the fuck out of here, join our Discord, people. You want to chat more anime, more games, more anything and everything, join our Discord. We'd love to have you there and just chat nerd shit. Like, subscribe, join the Everyday Nerds Army, and we shall catch you on the flip side. Say goodbye, Anime Shogun.
Fuck you, don't tell me what to do. Take us out of here.